Yep, Independence is the vibe. I'm Travis.
And I'm Chris.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
And don't forget to catch us on Instagram at Independence is a Vibe, because you know that it is.
Yes, sir.
And so, as always, we always got some kind of topic, right? So, today's topic is how to tackle challenges. You know what I'm saying? This one, we just giving some, I ain't gonna say basic steps, but just, how you tackle challenges.
Just our experience.
Exactly.
You know.
So the first way you tackle a challenge is you get a helmet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Now that was just a joke, y'all. I'm just kidding. Now the first way you tackle challenges, man, everything starts in your mind. We said that multiple times on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't have the right mindset, then challenges come and you'll fold. And nobody wants to fold. At least I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the first way you tackle a challenge is just make up your mind that you're not gonna quit, no matter what. That's what I say.
I say be flexible. You have to know that challenges are coming, because they are.
Yeah.
I faced a challenge a couple weeks ago, man, with my lift.
Okay.
So I was out and about, and the strap broke. So I'm like, dang, I could have got mad, been upset, all riled up. So
That's true.
I was like, you know what, it's cool. I'm just gonna get somebody to, put my chair in my tailgate for me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go to the place that that I know that does modifications,
Mm-hmm.
and see if they can, put the strap on for me. So I did that. They didn't have a strap in that day, so I was like, a little disappointed. But I was like, okay, they ordered it for me though. But it took about a week for it to come in, and then it got fixed. But to say all that, I could have, went a different direction.
Yeah.
In that situation, I could have been all mad and frustrated and riled up, and and just just ruin my whole day. But I didn't. I was like, it could have been a lot worse,
Yeah.
or it could have happened, at a bad time, like I could have been like out of town somewhere,
Yeah.
or late at night.
And anytime something like that happens, especially if it's something you desperately need,
Yeah.
it still could be possibly seen as a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
But I do get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank God you wasn't somewhere where you were by yourself.
Right.
There's nobody passing. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah.
So yeah. And one thing that me and my wife is always talking about is how you have the choice on how you gonna react to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because with life, a lot of stuff be out of your control. You don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
But you can choose how you gonna react to something. No matter how good or bad that it is. And sometimes it's not easy.
Nah, it's not.
But I for me, I choose to stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? And just ask God for his divine protection and just, Lord, be my peace. And most times in my life, he didn't kick it in right when I thought I was about to lose it all. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, bring the right people, in my corner.
Yeah. Because for me, that would be step number 2. You know what I'm saying? Is stay prayed up. And people will be like, well, Chris, that should be number 1. But if your mind ain't made up on serving God, then,
Yeah. Yeah, I would say be positive.
Most definitely.
Challenges come, man. Yeah, it's gonna be frustrating, and you're gonna get mad. You're gonna wanna, say some things or do some things, but you gotta be positive. It could be worse. It's always somebody out there facing way
worse. Yeah.
way worse than what you may be facing.
Another thing I would say too, depending on what the issue is, man, do your research.
Mm-hmm.
We all gonna face some type of issue,
Yeah.
but do your research. And if you have people that is in that arena that you can talk to those people. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that doing research did for me was it showed me that I wasn't the only one going through what I was going through.
Right.
And that helps you mentally when you realize, like, I'm not the only one that feel this way. Or I'm not the only one that, feels like this is happening to. And it also shows you if other people can face it and they can come out, you can come out too.
I know a lot of times when you're going through something, you be like, man, I feel like I'm the only person that's going through this.
Yeah,
And you really not.
you're not. So if you're watching this episode, even if you're a newbie and you just found out about us, welcome to the show. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome.
And most definitely, like, listen with your head, but think about what you're going through. And I hope that we're able to, help you be in a better mood and realize you ain't by yourself, you know? Because one thing for sure, whether you disabled or you not, you going to face some challenges. Just wait. you know?
Do you feel like when you disabled, you face more challenges?
I do.
Right.
But I'm learning, that it's all in how you look at it. It's all in how you, how you think about it. Because I have seen, like, people on Instagram who they, walk with crutches like me. And they're doing everything. Running multiple businesses, driving, cooking, cleaning, just. And I know people say, well, social media can show you what the people want you to see. But it's just the fact that, they move like me. They use the same devices I use. And yet, you see, like nothing is holding them back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying something is holding me back, but I'm just saying, like, that's where I draw a little bit of inspiration from.
Yeah.
If they can take trips by themselves or with a group,
Right.
and they're keeping up with the group, they're not, lagging behind. They're like the life of the party and stuff like that. I can do the same.
Right.
So, find you some inspiration, man. Sometimes you got to find your inspiration in yourself. You got to dig down deep when you're going through stuff and be like, I know I'm going to make it out of this.
Yeah, I feel the same way how you saying. I do research by looking up people. I look up people that's in a wheelchair, and I see people that's, like you said, owning businesses, movers and shakers, go-getters. And it's like, man, like a few years ago, it's like you would never saw anything like that,
Right.
And you'll be thinking like, dang, ain't nobody in a wheelchair doing nothing on a large scale. That ain't true.
It's not true at all. And one thing I like, man, I'm like, social media, it's got its good and its bad. It does. But if you look at it like a tool, you know what I'm saying? What am I on here for? What am I looking for? If I'm scrolling because I'm having a bad day and I'm just looking for something to make me laugh, yeah, I've used it for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But me, it's like I use it more for research. If it's an idea I have, has anybody else ever done this? And if I can scroll Instagram or Facebook and see, oh, somebody have done this. Okay, well, how long they been doing this? What are they doing that I may not be doing? Or maybe what haven't they done that I did? So that's why I say, like, when I'm going through something, man, depending on what it is, doing research is a big part of it. Prayer is a big part of it. But also, too, like, talk to your team. Everybody should have a team, even if it's just you and one other person.
Yeah.
That's still a team, as long as it's not you, just by yourself.
Yeah.
My team sometimes is me talking to my dad or my mom. Sometimes it's me talking to my wife. Sometimes it's been me talking to my kids. So sometimes I talk to my sister about stuff. So, I mean, my grandmothers too. So I got a team. But sometimes I get in that box where I'm like, I just don't want to talk to nobody. I just, I'm going to deal with this on my own way, and somebody will call out the blue,
Sometimes it get like that where you feel like, you got to deal with yourself, but, God step in and be like, nah, we ain't doing that.
Do you feel like, too, we as men feel like that heavily? And just...
Yeah, when you're a man, you kind of feel like you got to be macho, you know what I'm saying?
I got to fix everything. I got to do this. I got to do that.
Yeah, I got to be the fixer, I'm the leader. I ain't got time to be down.
Right. But see, sometimes, you need to talk to God and then let God bring people in your life that you say, hey, look, something ain't right. I need to talk to somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think we all need a place where we can go and just fall apart. And then let God put us all back together.
That's it.
And
that brings us to my next point, man. I was going to say, ask for help.
Yeah, most definitely.
You got to have them friends, family, spouse.
Man, I was one to struggle with that one big.
Yeah.
I ain't want to ask for help with nothing.
Yeah.
Just felt like I'll figure it out and then I'll be good. And it's like, nah. Sometimes you can't figure it out.
Sometimes you drive yourself crazy trying to figure it out, man.
And see, sometimes too, what I learned is God wants you in a place where you can't figure it out. Because
Call on him.
he's gonna, yeah, you're gonna put your attention on him, and then he's gonna bring the help that you needed that you didn't know you needed.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Like that's real.
Yeah. Can't be afraid to ask for help. I feel like you too macho.
Yeah, I was definitely that first one. Just wouldn't ask for help, man. Just too stubborn. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like something was wrong if you asked for help. Like
Yeah.
people already looking at me because I got these crutches.
Yeah.
So if I ask for help, then they gonna know it's gonna be true whatever they thinking. You know, and that's another thing too. When you going through stuff, don't overthink it.
Right.
Don't overthink it. You know,
That's it.
you're not alone. God does have your back, even when they feel like He don't. You know, but just don't overthink it.
It's your mind playing tricks on you.
Yeah,
You know, when you get into that, you know, you're going through something or whatever, your mind start playing tricks on you, having you thinking those crazy thoughts. Just gotta, know how to shift that mindset.
yeah. Like you say, pivot. Huh?
You gotta pivot, man.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Crossover.
I would also say too, and I don't know if I would count this as a tip or a step or something like that, but always be in the mindset of wanting to help somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes one thing I learned is sometimes that's why God allow you to go through the stuff you go through.
Yeah.
It's not just for you; it's for somebody else. So you can't help nobody with a problem if you don't have a problem of your own.
Right.
So yeah, always be mindful, ready to help.
Yeah. Every test is a testimony, huh?
Yeah, most definitely.
Sir. But yeah, y'all drop, some comments. Let us know how y'all tackle y'all challenges.
For real, man. If y'all got any helpful tips that we didn't cover,
Leave them in the comments.
and you got anything else?
Just keep going.
Oh yeah, don't give up, man.
Roll with the punches. Just get back up.
For real, man. Don't quit. Don't give up. Please don't give up.
Right.
Yeah, man.
And we'll be back with another banger.
And y'all don't forget to catch us on Instagram.
Yeah.
At Independence is a Vibe, because y'all know that it is.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content, comment.
For sure, man. For sure.
And stay tuned.
And we'll be back next week with another video.
Peace.
And we out.